Here we are again on Liar Liar with a look at Saul Alinsky's 12 rules for radicals. Rule number 8, keep the pressure on. Never let up. Well, our president sure does know how to keep the pressure on. It seems like he knows nothing better, really, because every time I turn on the radio or the TV, there he is. I can't stop seeing him. So far, President Obama has done 124 print, broadcast, and radio interviews 9 months into his presidency, including the media blitz he did on September 20th. You know, that's the day where he went on 5 television networks in the morning: ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, and Univision. Yes, I said it, Univision. He's even appeared on David Letterman twice. Let's take a look.
This is a critical moment in the health care debate. And you've been able to assess the landscape. You've got a bill now that's working its way through the Senate. You've spoken to Congress. As you assess the situation, I wonder whether...
I think they were concerned about whether or not this was actually affordable. If you're saying to people you got to get health insurance, but they can't actually afford it, and they have to pay a penalty if they don't get it, then that's a pretty big burden on middle-class families. That you can do. What we've done, I think, in the first 8 months is to stop the bleeding.
Is the recession over?
Well, I'll leave that up to the Fed chairman to pronounce whether it's officially over or not. I think we'll keep that promise, because, as I said, about 2/3 of what we've proposed would be from money that's already in the healthcare system but just being spent badly. And as I said before, this is not me making wild assertions. You know, you always hear about waste and abuse in Washington, and usually it doesn't mean much because nobody ever finds where that waste and abuse is.
I couldn't find any footage of Obama's interview on Univision, so I thought we'd just replay one of the president's old interviews. I'm sure it will be just as entertaining and informative as the Univision interview.
Hey, get out of here.
That's the most persistent fly I've ever seen. Nice.
But the president failed to appear on Fox at all, as if more people watched Univision than Fox. I think he even appeared on the Food Network. What's this? What do you mean that was just a joke? In comparison with past presidents, George Bush did 40 interviews while Bill Clinton did 46 by the same time in their presidencies. That's just professional interviews. President Obama has also held 4 televised press conferences and has done over 6 town hall meetings on health care alone. He has been on television so much that now some television channels will not air his press conferences due to the fact that they cost too much money. How much? How does $9 million for a 1-hour piece of primetime sound? It's gotten to the point where even liberals in the mainstream media are beginning to question the amount of time the president is on TV. Howard Feynman wrote an article in Newsweek entitled, "The Limits of Charisma. Mr. President, please stay off TV." In it, Feynman wrote, "The president's problem isn't that he is too visible. It's the lack of content in what he says when he keeps showing up on the tube." Well, when you keep following Saul Alinsky's rule number 8, all you're bound to get is a more watered-down version of the same speech, over and over and over again. Thanks again, and stay tuned for more Liar Liar.